morning.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
We Were Born is in the motherfucking room.
I am Jay Twan.
And I am Berlin.
And we are
We Were Born.
I got my receipts, all that bull. I bought what you returning for me. A refund, we got nothing to exchange. Giving me every reason not to stay. I got my receipts, all that bull.
And today is another fabulous episode of
Unhinged, where we give our unfiltered and unbiased opinions, and sometimes it's a little unhinged.
That's right. Today we are reviewing the highly anticipated return of Chasing Atlanta, season 6, dubbed as Chasing Atlanta Forever. Why? Because it's the final season, allegedly. And today's episode is appropriately entitled Put It on the Grill. And the reason why I feel like it's appropriately titled that is because if you've heard Lotto's song Put It on the Flow, you know that's just saying, bitch, come outside. Let's talk about something. Let's make it hot. You got something to say it, right? And as you will see later on in the episode, we already outside. We had a cookout, so
What's cooking?
Put
it on the grill.
Put it on the grill. Let's make it hot. Yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. In the first scene, it opens up in January. Now, let me tell you, this is way back at the beginning of the year. All the girls are coming back together. You see the girls looking vibrant. You see the girls having a good time. It looks like they're enjoying each other's company, presumably, maybe, possibly. There's a performance happening where it's Kendra, Wayne, Rico, and the one and only Oliver Twix.
I'ma walk her like a dog, like the dog he would. Should I walk her like a dog, like the dog he would? Will I walk her like a dog, like the dog he would? Fuck that shit, fuck that bitch, I'ma walk that hoe.
And before we get into what happened, I just want to note, we were there.
Yes, we were.
We were in the building.
We were.
And I just want to note that just in case things come up, because I feel like it's strange to act like we weren't there when we were in fact there.
We were there.
We didn't start on until maybe February.
Yeah.
March.
Until February, because we literally just came there to support Kendra and
We
watch her
literally
perform.
just came there to support Kendra.
And
that's
watch her
it, that's
performance,
all.
yeah.
And that night, I actually catapulted the conversation because we were actually still filming In the Mix with Twix.
Yeah, we were.
So I think we just got back. Or no, we were on the way to.
We were on the way to.
We hadn't even filmed In the Mix with Twix
yet.
That's crazy.
We didn't. We hadn't filmed it yet.
But we were there.
We were there. Yeah, in that performance, Willa walks out because she says she's extremely hot. And Troy, he follows her or whatnot.
Yeah, I know people gonna think I walked out of this child performance because I was wanting to be shady. But I honestly was hot.
Willa and Troy are outside. They're having a conversation and Troy's catching up with Willa. Willa mentions that she had issues with Oliver because things that Oliver was saying about her online.
Which is interesting because honestly, her problems with Oliver is that he was saying things about her online. And the reason why we didn't complete our Unhinged segments is because he has such a problem with us
reviewing the show authentically.
Because he was the EP and it was his show and so on and so forth. So let's just put a pin into it because guess what? Spoiler alert, this will come back up in some way, shape, or form.
So stay tuned.
Yes.
Knowing that I was as sensitive as I was and as fragile as I was this season, to then turn around and see how you kind of went in on me on YouTube and shit like that. And then it turned into, well, I don't know why she got fired, but it's like you literally drug every possible thing you could have drugged, which none of it was the truth. Plenty of shit that I could have said about him, but I kept it cute because I'm like, at the end of the day, it's not going to help me do anything to do you like that.
And I also think that it's very ironic that to see Troy being such a good friend to Willa. Not that saying that their friendship is fake, but I just love to see that he actually supported her in her disdain for Oliver. He didn't step in. He didn't voice his opinions. He didn't counteract that. He didn't combat that. He wasn't being the devil's advocate. He just shut the hell up.
And stayed out of it. And let her have her peace. And it was what it was.
And I think that's ironic as well. But put a pin in it.
Okay. And there you have it. And so the next scene, we're welcoming Dominique back, and he's on a photo shoot where he has a safer sex campaign, basically raising awareness about HIV and AIDS. And Yeah, it's so cool to see him do that because it's very important for us to give back to the community.
Yes, and I think that the cooler part is to know that he had just gone through a breakup and he's feeling sad and he's just trying to get through that. And also because of his breakup, he's experiencing homelessness.
Yes.
And he's still taking time to
give back to the community.
So that is amazing and kudos to you.
We love you for that, Dominique.
We love you for you.
Amazing.
So now we're at Willa's birthday shoot, and let me tell you, I am loving it. She's new, she has pasties on, she has a mullet, she's showing that banging body, and just so I know, I absolutely live for Willa. What you see with Willa is what you get. A lot of girls on this cast have either an alter ego or have an on-screen personality and an off-screen personality. But with her, she's a straight shooter. She's authentic, and
what you see is what you get.
Yes, what you see is what you get. So I have to just add that. I really, really like her.
Child, I don't know who the hell that just walked in here. I don't know if it was Barney or the Hamburglar, but either way it go, honey, Jay look nice in his suit, and I'm happy to see him.
You look good. You look blessed. Yeah, you look blessed.
Yeah, and in this scene, Jay Moore pops up. To catch up and to see her wherever. And what I found entertaining about the scene is that they bring up Drew.
Everybody gonna be there, Drew, everybody.
So have y'all talked at all?
We haven't talked in months.
Months? Would you be open to having a conversation?
No. And I was thinking it had something to do with her saying that she was gonna pay me for her service. I don't care whether she paid me or not, and I've already made that clear to her, like, girl, you my sister, whatever, but she always throws me something. And this particular time, I'm like, bitch, it's tight. I never called her to talk to her about that afterwards. Like, bitch, we was friends. Did you forget that part? Like, that's why I'm calling you.
And which I find admirable, because I'm like that with my friends. If I do something or whatnot, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna care.
Yeah,
but don't be weird and not like talk to me or whatever, because I know as a friend, somehow the favor is going to be returned.
Yeah, and as a friend, like if I lend you something and you haven't paid me back, I still need my friend.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I still want to call you and be like, girl, did you see, the MTV Awards? Or, damn, so-and-so was cute. Or, damn, I'm going through something. You know what I'm saying?
Not just ghost them.
Don't just ghost me because you didn't pay me back. So I feel like it's a little sketchy. And even when Jay Moore, had his That's So Raven moment, it was like, well, I've been here. I've been there. I clocked this tea. I'm having deja vu. I'm having visions. I'm seeing shit.
He said there's a balance left over from an ensemble that I made for this True Friday. And so I'm just like,
so it's like,
this is giving a pattern.
This is a repeat offense.
I'm like, girl, that's not looking too good now. Come here.
I mean, in Seven's defense, being a performance artist is not as lucrative as it seems.
Yes.
So I think that we all have downtimes where we don't have the money. Actually, shit, fuck that. We're just in a different time, different era. Gas prices up. The price of eggs is up. Yeah. All that shit is fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
time is hard out here for real bitches.
Yeah, but that don't mean you ghost your friends.
That don't mean you ghost your friends.
You can always find a way to pay your friends back. Sometimes just being there is enough for them. Sometimes they may like, just fuck it. Bitch, so I went through a hard time, but you was here for me, girl. I did it on the house. Girl, ain't that deep. You my girlfriend.
Speaking of Drew is back. And she's, back in full effect. She's at her performance and she invites Dominique.
Bitch, I told you. I'm not a part of no groups. I'm not a part of no cliques. Ain't no freak, no frag. Ain't no Fab Five. Girl, on my mama, I'm not doing it this year.
It's good to see them rekindling and getting back in the swing of things. She invites him on stage for some alcohol, apparently. And Dario did the shady edit to him dancing to Walking Like a Dog.
Which was a kiki.
Which is a complete kiki.
I'm a walker like a dog, like the dog he grew. Should I walk like a dog, like the dog he grew? Will I walk like a dog, like the dog he grew? Fuck that shit, fuck that bitch, I'ma walk that.
The thing I took away from it the most is how Dominique came to support her and said how grateful he was that she was supporting him through him going through his homelessness and going through his breakup, and that she was there for him.
Yeah, because apparently she was
there for him.
The only one that was
there for him.
Have you talked to anybody? Because I'll be real with you. Over the winter, you have supported me like none other. And when me and Aunt broke up, I was literally homeless. I was on the streets and nobody knew that but you. Well, I'm lying. The other girls knew, but it seemed like they didn't give a fuck.
I'm confused because me, you, and Troy were just together curling.
And that's pretty much the bulk of that scene. That and Drew's maiden name is now Seven Jones.
Seven Jones, aka SJ, Seb, whatever you want to say, as long as it's seven.
Yeah, that was pretty much the meat of that scene.
That's the meat of that scene.
And so there's the next scene where there's Rico, doing his thing. He's at a photo shoot for his women's shoe line.
Which I might say, I think the shoes, the patent leather shoes and the neon colors are tea.
Yes.
I want to squeeze my big toe into one, or
I guess hopefully they make big sizes, because bitch, it's no shade, girl. Bitch is over here with a big size.
Well, Rico did say they go up to size 11. Is that a good size?
No, not for me. Unfortunately, no, bitch, not in no pump. Maybe an open toe, but damn sure not a closed one. But it's okay, Rico. I'll get it for my sister or something.
And I decided to do a shoe line. And today we're doing the photo shoot for my female footwear line, which is out right now. So make sure you cop them shoes. They expensive. They is. But if you inbox me, I can give you a discount code. Y'all can pay $200 for some Jordans. I mean, support Black businesses.
He invites Dominique, which is shocking because the last season they had their issues or whatever, but I guess they're here to resolve their issues. And as you know, they can get through it, and it's really cool to see. And he also invites him into his cookout.
Yeah, so there's a cookout coming, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
A cookout's a coming.
And also, I'm having a barbecue at my house.
Okay.
And I think the first step we can do as me and you to get everybody on one accord is to get them all together.
Okay.
I'm inviting Dominique to my house for a barbecue. I'm actually going to try to invite everybody there. Now, Dominique has told me he still has some unresolved issues with a few people. But them folks better not bring nothing to my house. Because let me tell you something. You come up in their house acting nut, you going to get met with some stuff.
So also in that scene, I think, yes, Tonka.
Tonka!
Yes.
Tonka. How can we forget Tonka?
Yeah, I got a surprise. I'm about to surprise Dominique. So bring it to the stage. The large, the lovely, the in charge, Tonka Garson.
Tonka makes his entrance.
Yes, honey.
And he comes through like a Tonka truck and just cleared the girl. So, Dominique asked him in his shady tone, baby, what is it that you do? The girls get so riled up about that question.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's usually when they ain't doing shit. But Tonka made it very clear. He does what? It. Okay.
He was a star on the show called Legendary that was on HBO Max. He's a community activist. He does community social work for the community. He's also a ballroom legend and an icon in the Kiki scene. Let him know, baby, I am that girl.
The big bitch has entered the chat. Yes, I am Tonka Garson, the legendary one in mainstream ballroom, of course, and the iconic one in Kiki ballroom as well.
She's that girl.
And that's
so
right.
Y'all already know we already love Tonka. We can go on and on about Tonka. So, shout out to Tonka.
Yeah. So now the scene cuts to a bridal shop. Kendra is there, and she's shopping for wedding dresses, and Wayne is accompanying her.
Kendra, why are we in a wedding store?
Because I'm getting married.
Y'all ain't even been together that long. Like, what about your career?
Wayne is a little confused as to why she's shopping for wedding dresses, and Kendra is like, because I'm engaged and have plans to be getting married soon. And he just seems like he is not here for this.
Kendra, for real right now, like, a wedding store? Kendra, come on, you just was in a relationship on Christmas, like around Christmas time. When you got your career going for you and the level that we're at, we can't stop.
It's like he's taking a bunch of little, jabs at her, saying things like, well, you haven't known him that long and you need to focus on your career. What have you been doing in regards to your career? And she let him know right then and there, like, no, what have you been doing for my career? Because, she's taking penitentiary chances, so on and so forth for this career. And she feels like technically.
What have you done for me as a manager?
What are you doing for your career?
Wayne, I went to jail for my career. I exported for my career. I sponsored my career. Question is, what have you done for my career?
And I'm glad she kind of stood her horse up and said it to his face and didn't wait to the confessionals and do all the weird things that these girls do on this show. I'm glad she kind of like laid it out there and said what needs to be said. But while we're talking about it, I want to say that Kendra and We Were Born, that's our actual friend. Like in real life, we see her every 3 to 4 days. I know I talk on the phone with her literally every day. We talk every day, sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a day. I've met her fiance, and her fiance is absolutely endearing and kind, and I don't know if she's going to show him or not on the show, but I know that he does exist and we have met him.
Yes, and he's very supportive in what they have is very, very special.
Then it cuts to Kendra and Wayne outside of the bridal building, and Kendra is basically going into more detail as to why she just needs a little break.
I sponsored. I spent every fucking dime for Lil Kendra. Lil Kendra takes everything from Kendra. It was times when I did music videos, at the end of the music video, I couldn't even get a pack of cigarettes, let alone a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Wayne the Pain asked Kendra, has she been working on music, you know? And she says, yes, I've been working on it when We Were Born. And she shouts,
we always flexing on our haters.
We were born.
And girl, boom, we come into the motherfucking room. We're in our motherfucking alien superstar gear. We're serving futuristic, dominatrix, sexy, bad bitch attire.
Yes,
okay? The curls is popping, the pigtails are pigtailing. And we're just giving all the fascinating things. Look, one thing about it is We Were Born is going to give you an outfit, okay? We're going to give you the Bam Bam and the Shawan Win.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We Were Born is back in the motherfucking room.
We sit down, it's hugs and kisses. Kendra's outfit is falling apart.
I love me. Oh, guys. Oh, see that titty always right.
Which literally is a key. And then Wayne, you know, just jumps right into it. Like, We Were Born as R&B artists. I don't know what's wrong with you, what's wrong with her.
You're drinking alcohol.
All the alcohol is
smoking
smoking the cigarettes, fucking with your brain.
Well, why would you do this?
Album or
I'm doing my final album, Dark Barbie. And I would like to bring Jay Twine in as a writer and a producer.
Jay Twine is an R&B artist, dog.
I just want to say that I caught the shade, Wayne. Oh, I'm not trying to step on your toes.
Nah, definitely. I mean, Kendra need her flame relit. So, I mean, if that's what it takes, I mean, I'm down for it. Kendra, what the fuck are you thinking? Have the alcohol fuck your brain up? Smoking too many of them cigarettes? We Were Born? Are you serious? The R&B duo? Dumbass.
And I get it to a certain degree, because if that's your, you know, your main artist, your main bread and butter as it pertains the music industry, you would be a little bit reluctant to let that person go. I would understand more if we had did something that caused this type of reaction.
Yeah.
Like if we had an issue with Wayne or something, but it just seems a little misplaced. It seems like, you know, he has some problems going on. And you even hear me saying over and over, like, I do not want to manage Kendra. I'm not trying to step on your toes. That is not my gig. I'm not a manager.
Yeah.
Only people we manage is ourselves, okay?
Yes.
But I'm not trying to manage. And I just feel like that's not the things that he was saying in his confessionals, and the things that he was saying even on set are not things conducive to a support system. And a manager is a major part of your support system.
And a manager is definitely always supposed to make sure he's protecting your brain.
Right. So I feel like with him saying, you know, the whole thing about drinking and smoking is like you're throwing her under the bus, and it's like it feels really sticky and uncomfortable to watch. But yeah, finish your thought. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just feel like I feel like as a manager, I feel like you want to do the best you can to protect the brand of your artist. Saying things like, oh, is it the alcohol or the smoking and all of that? It's like not necessarily putting your artist in the best light, like as if she has problems or she has issues, like you're insinuating things and stuff like that. And I don't think, like, as a manager, I don't think you want to be doing that to your artist.
And even if it's true, it's just not something you should do as a manager or even as a friend on either level. And I feel like that's my major thing. I don't think that Wayne understands that just because me personally as a producer, songwriter, and friend of Kendra's, just because I don't think that he should be a manager doesn't mean I don't think that he shouldn't continue to be a friend.
I am indifferent about Wayne's management skills because honestly and truthfully, I haven't really seen the management. If I have to be honest, on the outside looking in, it's time for him to go. It's time for him to find a new journey in life. Maybe he can manage himself. Maybe he can take some of those skills and then apply it to other artists. Maybe. Just a thought. I don't know.
I genuinely feel like there's room for Wayne in some aspect. He doesn't have to be a manager. He can be an assistant or a social media manager, or there's so many other roles that
he could play on her team.
On her team.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that management is the best fit for him.
Especially now because he's being an artist himself.
Right. I think that's a conflict of interest.
Yes, that's a conflict of interest. So,
which is why I would never manage Kendra, because that's a conflict of interest.
Yeah, which is fair.
So now we appear at a ball and Tonka is judging it. And we see this beautiful goddess prancing through the crowd, and her name is Tony, Mother Lush and Plush, the overall mother of the House of Luba's Hall. She's just feisty. She's, shading the girl. She's grabbing the mic.
And she's giving face.
That's the category she wants. And she ends up outside with Rico and Tonka, and she's just basically letting them know that she feels overlooked.
What's the tea, y'all? I'm Toni Bryce. I'm an actress, I'm a community health advocate, and I'm a trans activist. But I'm also a legend in ballroom.
She basically is letting them know she put so much time and energy into the last house that she was in, and she was overlooked for the mother position. And so she needs to step away and take some time away from ballroom. And that is something I completely understand because I am an icon in the Kiki scene. And I definitely had to do the same thing.
Bitch, I'm nobody's plan B. I'm plan A.
She's fabulous. She's fierce in the good way. The face is facing. The body is bodying. Her style, everything about her energy. And me and her birthday is a day apart. So I love that about us because it just gives bad bitch.
It just gives what it gives.
Naturally.
Yes.
So yes, shout out to Miss Tony.
Let's go. So the next scene is Oliver's photo shoot where he's celebrating his new body and his new followers. And he has a guest come to this scene who is King Kane.
This is our first time on the show seeing King Kane. And King Kane is just a ball of fresh air. Energy. I love the way he keeps saying BB. Ow! And certain things he was just saying was just really funny.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy King Kane. Now, I know you guys remember me from being the queen, the star of Dallas.
What's up, looking like a dead bird? Fly away, insect. Insect, honey. Insect. Hashtag a bug's life, baby.
In the scene, King Kane comes bearing gifts. He has a bag full of cards, a jock strap, a dish bottle, just random things. And Oliver says he didn't need the dish bottle because he has a self-cleaning ass and bottoms booty. And girl, that is a goddamn lie if I've ever heard one.
I really don't have to do this.
Oh, you stay ready.
It's not that. I think God just blessed me with a natural cleaning oven.
If you watching this
and you plan to bottom,
please clean that ass out.
Clean your ass out.
I don't want to hear nothing about, I know my body, I have a bottoms booty, it self-clean. That is an accident, a shitty accident. He's setting up his fans and supporters. He's setting up the people that think, I got a bottoms booty too. I'm just try the bottoms booty.
I'm gonna just try the bottoms booty and be a hot ass mess all over the D. No.
It's just not right. Clean your ass out.
And also in this scene, King Kane talks about his new toy line and also speaks about Oliver possibly creating the logo for his toy line, possibly.
Yes, and will that happen? We don't know. But the more interesting fact is that they were spilling a little tea. They have a little sexual relationship.
A little sexual history.
A little sexual fornications happening. So they've been fucking.
For a while.
Allegedly. It ain't happening no more.
Supposedly.
But I don't know. I wouldn't.
People was naked. Oliver was naked.
Oliver was
And she knew her guest was coming.
You knew your guest was coming. You were asked the fuck naked. He's calling you Big Dick Eddie, and you call him the king with the big crown dick. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all was just talking
Baby,
like y'all was reminiscing and ready to be kissing.
Baby, we don't know what happened when the cameras left and went off.
So now we're at a hosting event that Troy is at. He invited Rico, and after the hosting event, they go outside and have a quick conversation. Rico, is trying to get the tea. He's like, well, girl, I see you and Dominique is not really, freaking fracking the way y'all used to freaking frack. And he tried to pull the tea out of him, but Troy was just beating around the bush and stuttering and stumbling and wasn't being authentic in the moment.
And got to, so Rico basically like, you know what, I'm gonna just invite him to the cookout.
Because maybe they can figure it out
there. I invited Dominique already. Let me invite him and maybe they can figure it out. And that's basically what happened in that scene.
Yeah, that was the bulk of it. Because, it's hard to get some things out of certain people.
There's that. So the next scene is the cookout. Rico's home is a beautiful home, Dominique and Troy get to have the conversation that they need to have at this cookout. It cuts to everybody outside, I guess enjoying themselves or whatever, and it cuts to us. You suggest actually that we do an icebreaker.
Well, I don't want to skip this part though. I want to say that WeWereBorn didn't get no dress code, and WeWereBorn came in that motherfucking room with the boom, boom, boom. Okay?
Yes, we definitely.
And I feel like the show didn't showcase our outfit enough.
No, they definitely didn't.
And that's fine, because we gonna definitely showcase our outfit.
We are.
Because those cheetah print cat suits were cute, okay?
Well, I have a suggestion.
What's up?
Well, maybe we should go around do like some kind of icebreaker so we can get to know each other.
I suggest that we do a little, icebreaker, because I genuinely came into this season wanting to get to know the girls. That's like a big thing for me. I think that I really was just happy to be around
the group,
and some of the people I had known in passing and gotten to see them and meet them. Like I met Willow once or twice. I've met Dominique once or twice. I've met Rico once or twice. So it was just like, I was just really just excited to get to know them because they all seemed very, very, very pleasant prior to filming this show.
Yes.
Everybody went. They didn't show yours.
They didn't show Willa's.
They didn't show Willa's.
And they didn't show Wayne.
And they didn't show Wayne's.
Yeah. I'm fine with the Miles was boring and tired girl. Honestly.
But everybody's was a
little.
Only person that ate for me was Kendra. My name is Kendra. I fuck with niggas. And if a bitch got a problem, I'ma hit her. That shit go off.
That shit go off.
She hit her.
That do go off. Yeah, that was cute. But what was interesting to me was everybody got their shibuya and nobody gave a rebuttal or responded, but somebody just has to be shady when you did yours.
You know what? And that's the thing. I feel like it wasn't somebody, it was Dominique. And, maybe it wasn't in his intentions to be shady, but I feel like it's just odd that
I am just one.
Yeah.
I am the Don.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I am the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it's somebody else that's already the one.
No, but now I'm the real one.
Oh, okay.
I'm one of one. I'm the only one. What did Beyonce say? She said, I'm one of one, I'm number one, I'm the only one, right? Okay, and that's true. My name is Jay Swan. You type that in, I'm the only one that pops up. So baby, I really am. There's a plenty of other different Andres and Dominiques in the world. No shade, no tea.
People stumbled over words, people had lame shibuyas, people couldn't finish their shibuyas, i.e. Dominique and Oliver couldn't even finish it because they just
Drew blanks.
And nobody shaded them. Nobody had anything to say. Everybody clapped, cheered, and support. I'm trying to give a bitch a high five. I can't get my high five because, when somebody else think they the one, well, what's the relevance? Somebody think they the freak. Everybody should feel like they the one. Everybody should feel like they that bitch. Everybody should feel like, if you don't feel like that, you need to do some affirmations, get your self-esteem up, because me saying I'm the one shouldn't affect you. But what I did say in my confession is absolutely 100% verifiable and true. If you Google my name, I'm the only one that comes up, and that is true tea. The interesting thing about the scene between Dominique and Kendra is that Kendra, when she started the conversation, I feel like she was very calm. I was there.
She was.
She was calm.
She was.
And she was just trying to express to him that there's an elephant in the room and or outside it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she just was basically saying that, you know, the way she handles things is
head on. She's
a head-on collision.
I'm a head-on collision.
So she's basically saying like, okay, let's just get this out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that what Dominique was trying to say was, hey, we can have this conversation, but I just don't want to have this conversation in front of everybody.
Today would be better.
Can we talk next week?
No, we're gonna talk today because whatever the queen says is overrides. My thing.
But Kendra's thing was that he has made verbal threats, or he had implied threats online, said something like it's on site or when I see you, it's up or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
They showed a screenshot of what the beef was. And I want to say that absolutely 1000% isn't the actual
screenshot that Kendra is referring to. This is.
Mind you, he never denied that he didn't threaten her. Like in the scene, if you pay attention to the scene, he never denied it. He said, well, why did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
He said, I said that because you posted a post about it.
Can you tell them what you're talking about, babe? What post did I comment on? Was it something random or was it the song that you made about me?
Today is not a good day to play, Dominique.
I'm not playing.
I feel like the code of the street is if you say it's up when you see me, then
it's up.
It's up. It ain't no sitting down, let's talk about it. But I'm giving you that because you did let me have some of your alcohol.
And I feel like that's the only reason why she was really, really open to just sitting down and even having that conversation.
Because he
said,
had a bottle of alcohol
and
he offered her something
and she sipped on it.
And she sipped on it. She sipped on it. So I feel like that was a peace treaty, if you will.
Yeah, and that's why she was like, okay,
maybe we can have this conversation. But I feel like it just got real shady real quick. She started saying her grievances like, why do you do things to me and then act you're over it and then
you don't be over it.
And he was like, girl, mirror please.
And baby, Miss Tony's face.
Miss Tony's face.
When she said, pull up that mirror. Bitch, Miss Tony's face gagged at him like, motherfucker, you is shade. You know, she's a ballroom queen.
Yeah, she's a ballroom queen. So
she was like, she clocked the shade. She
clocked that shade, baby. So yeah, that was a key. And then they just were hurling shade and drama, you know, smoke your cigarette, I don't care. It was Kendra smoking the cigarette for me. She said, I'm a hero.
You got a lot of motherfucking guts to come sit down in my motherfucking face and think that you finna play with me, bitch. I tell you what, Dark Barbie, activate. Why the fuck did you come at me like that, though? Why would you? Are we past it?
I still don't care. Move on. We're not gonna be cool. Smoke your cigarette.
I finna get
She got up and she, charged that girl. And it was a lot of things. That had so many iconic moments. She said, Dark Barbie, activate.
It's not the hair.
Activate. Yes. Yeah, she is so funny to me.
Oh my God.
Just so many moments. I think that was literally an iconic way to start the season. I love the first episode. How do you feel about it?
I love the first episode. I feel like it touched a lot of base.
It just was so much going on.
It was so much going on.
It was shady being thrown.
It caught the girls up to what was happening from last season. And then they gave them new tea. And it just...
I was kind of nervous, honestly, going into this. Because I'm like, how is everybody going to mesh well? This just seems like a jambalaya of foolishness. Mm-hmm. But watching it back, I feel like everybody gels well. Everybody does what they do. But I kind of figured that mid-season, I was kind of like, okay, this is...
Yeah.
Mid-season, I was like, okay, the girls
the girls are doing what they do.
The girls are doing what they do. So, typically we do a cocktail at the end of our unhinged beverage, but we too tired. So
we are too tired today, and we have another segment that we're going to be doing. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Y'all watch the shit. Y'all tell us what y'all think of the episode. If y'all have any comments, questions, or concerns, please put it in there. Please tell us what you think. Y'all have a good night.
Have a good night. Please don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, and we have a new single called Hearthead available on all streaming platforms.
Yes, and so y'all go take a listen.
Yes.
Peace.
You said you love me till you die. You said I never have to worry about the life. But baby, now you're out of line. Wanna hear you say you will when you